mouth. I ain't from the clouds. I used to be a ranger, word up. I'm really good at putting words up. I make them let it occur, whatever occurs. I'm just trying to relate. I'm just trying to relate. I'm just trying to relate. I'm just trying to relate.
Oh, how about this for a tough decision early on? Which direction they go here is going to say a lot about what this team wants. Well, not too tough to see into the thought process of that pick. Oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into the starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade. Three choices here, all of them impact players. So, with a handful of starters already nailed down, you have to ask yourself, do you dare go for depth, or do you just try to cover as many areas of the field as possible? I'll tell you right now, you won't go wrong adding any of these guys to your team. Does this pick fill a big need? I'm not so sure that it does, but it is at least a slight improvement over what they had in place. Yeah, I think they got the best player there, and they got a guy that fills a big need, so that's an excellent choice. This is a pretty telling pick here. Do you go for a big bruiser up front, or get yourself someone who could be a difference maker at a skill position? Still a few holes on this roster, and not a lot of time left to do anything about it. A bit of a dilemma with this threesome. Which side of the ball do you turn your focus to here? Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. These are tough decisions here. Offense or defense? Which side has the more pressing need? And with time running short, you've got to hope some guys fall into your lap, or you could be left with some real holes on your roster. So that's the process of putting your team together. From here, you can either take a moment to modify your lineup, or, heck, head right out onto the field to see how you do.
Settled in for a great draft champions contest here. Lucky to witness it. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. These guys that you see on your screen, they won't be witnessing. They will be participating in what should be an excellent game. Let's get down to the field. It's time for kick. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in draft champions. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Breeze now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
7 yards to go on second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Breeze. Flush to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target. And that's going to bring up a third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
And that is incomplete.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man-to-man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there, if you like zone defense.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Get ready. 1, 18. They
run again here with Halou. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that play was vintage Derek Johnson. Made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Used speed to get to the backfield. Now, a bulked-up inside linebacker with multiple Pro Bowls on his resume.
Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
Receivers work all the time on making sure they catch the ball, haul it into their bodies before they turn and run. A little bit of loss of focus on that play.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Breeze again here on 2nd. Now Breeze lost the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Let's go. 19.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 40 yards. Fresh set of downs here.
Deep, regular.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
Deep. Here we go. 1, 18.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Roy Halou, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. This will be taken short. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On play action, now Breeze. Deep drop. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Decker, the intended target. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Let's go.
Now a carry here for Halou. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. A good pick up there of 20 yards. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert him to being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Now here's Halou, and he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
Dumps off to Halou. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Coming out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. Throwing now, Palmer on 1st down. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. Some more. Julian Edelman, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens want to give him a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Backing up, going for the deep ball. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Here's Breeze. He's going to go up top again, and this will be caught at the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. So the long field goal attempt winds up awry, and we have reached the intermission. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spending...
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Roy Halou, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now the big man, this is Andrews. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Breeze going to throw. He's got time. Looking deep downfield here for Decker. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.